compliments to our winner of a brand new vehicle at the Lucky Wheel.
Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another podium vehicle win and review video. This is the Progen T20. It is a two-door hypercar. It is part of the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update, which came out in July, actually, 2015. It was announced a couple weeks prior in June. So this is the Progen T20, but it is based on the McLaren P1. Its main body design is almost identical, including the curvature of the hood as well as the rear lights, guards, fascia, and spoiler. The headlamps and front bumper are more reminiscent of the McLaren MP4 12C. Actually, is that MP4 12C or just the 12C? No, it's the MP4 12C, okay. And the arrangement and positioning are also similar to that of the TS600, whereas the design itself is close to that found in the Falcon F7. The rear is mostly similar to the P1, but the rear exhaust and the rear diffuser are similar to the Ferrari 488 GTB. The implementation of butterfly doors for the T20 is similar to the real P1's butterfly doors. Similar, not quite the right design though, and they're just not quite the same. I do have one. It is outside in the parking lot. It is orange with black accents. It is currently located, well, it's currently in the parking lot, but it is stored in this garage. It is fully performance upgraded. It's not 100%. I mean, it's modified, but it's not 100% like everything at its max. The wheels I recently just changed to a different one to better resemble the actual P1 wheels, and I colored them black as opposed to this alloy. So these are the stock wheels. We'll see if the color changes with the wheel change later. This one specifically, interestingly, is more of a higher end car, so I guess they put it in a gold paint color. I don't know, whatever. It's Rockstar, they can do what they want. But anyway, this one will at some point end up in the nightclub garage. One of them, I can't remember which one. I'm selling my Autarch, the one that I bought, not the one that was on a podium. If you want to see that video, it's in the playlist linked below. But I am selling the one I have previously bought. It's modified slightly, but not enough to where I wouldn't want to sell it. And plus, it's kind of not really a main vehicle. So selling that, putting this in that garage in its place. For now, I did put it in the Arena War garage. It's just going to be easier to look at the customization while it's in there. We can just do it in the garage. But anyway, enough rambling. We're going to head down to LSAA, do our performance test both ways, all that kind of stuff, and then we'll head back to the Arena War workshop, check out what Rockstar put on the vehicle, anything anyone who wants the vehicle could put on it, and that'll be that. So I'll see you very shortly. I forgot to mention, because I do have a fully upgraded performance-wise car, this is the one. I will be testing both of them, comparing them, and comparing their customizations as well. So I'm going to try to make the video a little shorter, but it's two vehicles. We haven't had that in a while, so I'm going to do whatever I can to minimize the length of the video. And off the bat, I know that talking during transitions is not gonna help with that. So I'm going to keep everything I say and do very short and sweet, to the point, and hopefully it stays a 15-20 minute video. I'll see you guys down at LSAA. We'll test this one first, since this is the one we have immediate access to. Alrighty, so really quick, before I get started, I just want to say the McLaren P1, beautiful car, absolutely insane machine. It is one of the three Holy Trinity cars. The other two are the Porsche 918 and the Ferrari LaFerrari. They all came out right around the same time. They are all a hybrid hypercar, so they do have an EV mode essentially. What else was I going to say? This McLaren if I have many dream cars. I just want to get that out of the way right now. But if I could pick only one, it would be this one right here. Maybe not, you know, this car, but if I could pick one dream car, it would have to be the McLaren P1. There's no other vehicle I can think of that's just so perfect, you know, as a car. I mean, there's Koenigsegg's definitely come to mind, but I mean, there really isn't much quite like the McLaren P1. It's a work of art. It should be in a museum someday. Now, I'm completely against people garage cleaning their cars, but you know, someday this is a car that could be in a museum. You know, when we have like cars better than this, essentially, is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, this is really, I don't even know if there'll be cars better than this, because it is timeless. It is, I mean, it's almost 10 years old and it still looks like it's from the future. I mean, it's just wow. Anyway, we'll go ahead and open up all of the doors. We of course have the amazing butterfly doors. The engine bay opens up. We don't get the trunk though, kind of interesting. I don't even think there is a trunk on the P1. I think, oh yeah, because there would be those two vents in the middle. Yeah. So there you go. There's the butterfly doors. They open more like scissor doors on this version of the car compared to the real life. Yeah. It would be cool if the spoiler popped up when you do this too, but it doesn't. Let's see, what do we got here? It does look like it's kind of a manual, which is not accurate. I wish there was a Benny's variant of this vehicle that you could turn it into the P1 GTR. I think that would be sick. We do sort of have that with the Italy Progen GTB, Progen Italy GTB, whatever it is. But it's not quite this car. That would be cool though if we could do something like that. Anyways, we will go ahead, close the doors, we'll hop in, get our performance test as quick as we can. I mean, it's a quick vehicle, so I mean, just I can't waste any time looking at this thing. We'll get a startup. It's not that great. We do have turbos though. I mean, just speedometer, dashboard itself is all pretty clear. That's nice. The primary color, I believe, is linked to the seat stitching. I like that we have the T20 logo back there. That's pretty cool. Alright. We'll get our acceleration then, starting now. 0 to 60 right there. Almost immediate. Wow. Best part of the car, besides the butterfly doors, is that retractive active spoiler. So at higher speeds it'll go like this. It'll pop up, act as a spoiler, but then when you brake it will flap up as essentially as an extra brake, so that it helps in slowing the car down. I think that's really sick. I didn't even look at what our top speed was, but I think it's like around 130 or so. This is upgraded, keep that in mind. The other one will not be, of course. We'll try and keep our lines, keep our momentum, which is very easy in this car. Very amazing handling. So what are we looking at for a top speed? Around 115. 115, I guess, is about it. Oh, I've been driving this car the past week in anticipation of winning it, and I can't get over it. I bought this car a couple years ago, but I really don't drive it that often, and I should, because it's, as I said, it's one of my dream cars. But, I mean, part of the problem is it's not really what it used to be. You know, there's better, faster cars in game, I'm talking about, not in real life. Alright, so we're about roughly top speed, 115, so we'll get our e-brake from right there. And that air brake only works with the regular brake, not the e-brake. And there you go, we drop to a lower speed, so that drops down. I just love that feature. The faster you, like, once you get to a certain speed, it'll pop up, and then you slow down, it'll go down pretty quick. So those brakes are pretty good. The e-brake, the parking brake, whatever you want to call it. So we'll come back over to this side. We'll get our regular brake, which should be pretty good. It is upgraded, just keep that in mind. And it does have that air brake. I don't know if it actually functions in the game, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So starting right there. Ooh, actually not as good as we've seen, especially recently. So right about here, I think, is where I hit it. So just past the end of the white stripes. Alright, so normally if I were to have two vehicles, I would look at the customization for this one and then bring the other one out, test it, look at that customization, but I think it might make it quicker both to record and to watch if I just cut now to the other one. We'll do that performance real quick, and then we'll look at both customizations back to back. So I'll see you right over there very shortly. Alright, so off the bat you can kind of tell this one has different features. I mean, first of all, the splitter is different. The wheels are different. Visually, there isn't, aside from obviously the colors, there isn't too much of a difference. I think I have a roof scoop and the colored roof, but otherwise it's the same. So we'll hop in, get the startup. This is stock. Not as good. Sounds like a vacuum. And no turbos. Interior obviously is all going to be the same. Seat stitching is obviously the gold, so completely stock acceleration starting now. There's your 0 to 60, still very fast. Biggie cheese, that's kind of funny. I was just seeing a flushed away meme recently. Alright, so 100, we're not quite as fast. We still got the spoiler, of course. So 105 it looks like, 106. So not quite as fast. We're down by about a 10 or so. Wow, look at that. The handling on this car is actually really something else. I mean, I think it's incredible. It will probably spin out if you throw it too hard or too aggressive or whatever, but just for quick maneuvers like that, that's not bad. So very quickly getting up to top speed. I mean, I think we took that corner at about 100, so yeah, right in between 105 and 110 is about as high as this is going to get. So we'll head back to the other side. We'll get our e-brake and then head back to this side, get our regular brake. Alright, so regular brake, e-brake from right there. I don't think that's quite as good, which is understandable. Little bit of wheel spin off of the start, but it grips pretty quick. It hooks pretty quick. So we'll head back to the other side and get our regular brake. So again, that'll include the air brake spoiler, active spoiler. Active retractive spoiler. I think that's my favorite part about McLaren's. It's not even the butterfly doors, it's mostly the active spoiler. That's what I like about McLaren's. Which is why I like this car specifically. Alright, regular brake. Oh! Now, we weren't going as fast. So that's... Huh. But still, we stopped way sooner. Almost 2 car lengths before with the regular, or with the upgraded brakes. That's kind of interesting. Now, we were going from a slower top speed, but still, I wouldn't think that. Alright, so we'll head back to the Arena War workshop. We'll take this car in, we'll customize it, or we'll look at the customization, and then I will show off the customization of my other car, and that'll be it. Alrighty, so we got no armor, of course. Brakes are stock. Bumpers, this is what we could have. Rear bumpers as well. Not too many options. It's an older car, of course. Oh, that's the engine upgrades, stock. We got different exhaust tips. You can kind of see those there. The hood, we got 2 different ones there. Unfortunately, none that look like the real car. It is a standard horn. The lights are regular white lights. The xenons just add that bluish tint. There's that. I believe mine has one. We'll see that very shortly. The different plates. Mine has the CS21YT. Alright, so this is pure gold. Let's see. This is what the... Whoa, that's weird. It kind of gives it like kind of gives it that brush gold pearlescent. Kind of weird. But there's the primary color, or there's what the primary color will change. Of course, the seat stitching, dashboard, wheel stitching, most of the vehicle. Secondary color is metallic ice white, and that will change the door panels, the bottom side skirts, the side of the rear bumper, or the front bumper, the splitter, unless you change it, of course. Crew emblem will go very small right there in the middle of the door. The roof, you can either have stock or roof scoop. If I were to sell it, it would be free. Skirts can either be stock, or you can add that bigger shark fin on the back side there. Transmission is stock. Turbo is stock. We'll hear the difference right quick. That way we can just rush through the other car. So a little bit of blow off, not really much spool up. The wheels are colored black if you were to change them from Rockstar. Thank you, Rockstar, for being stupid. Everything else is normal. And the windows. There's the difference there in tint level. Alright, I will head back in here. I'll switch the cars out, and we will check out the orange one. Alright, so most of this stuff we already saw, so we don't need to see it again. I do have race brakes. The bumper, I have the secondary color race splitter, which is just black, so it's pretty much the same as the carbon one, except it's not carbon. The rear bumper is secondary color diffuser. The engine's upgraded. Exhaust is chrome tip. The hood is stock. The horn is stock. I do have the neon lights, xenon lights. Oh, and the neon kit. Plate, I have just my regular one. Respray, I have I just recently changed something. I have classic orange. Secondary color is classic black as well. Classic metallic, kind of the same. Obviously do not have the primary color or the crew emblem. Roof scoop I do have. As I said, if I were to sell it, it would be almost $1 million. I have the shark fin skirts. Transmission's upgraded. Turbo is upgraded. Wheels are the Mercy CHLLIP. These ones, and I think these ones, the Super G, I think those are all kind of similar to the real car, so that's why I chose those. The Carbonic Z, not as much, although it is kind of similar as well. The wheel color is black. Tires are mostly stock, and the windows are blacked out. Alright, that's it. Alright, so that is the Progen T20, also known as the McLaren P1. As I said, this is not the permanent home of this car. Obviously that one's not staying there either, but for now, for the sake of until I get cars moved around and whatnot, this is where this one specifically is. The other one has a home already, obviously. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead to leave a like, subscribe, turn post notifications on so you never miss out when I upload a new video. Leave a comment. I'd appreciate that. I hope to see as many of you as I can in the next video. Take care, everybody. Peace out.